Hello everybody and welcome to the NNSCRA Oreo Truck Series as we prepare for the Division 2 trucks to take here to Lowe's Motor Speedway for the running of the Ritz 200 version 2. Sean Henley's already won the first event here at Lowe's as we continue on here in the Ritz let's try that again. All tongue-tied. Easy for me to say. The Ritz Race Weekend. There, try saying that 10 times fast. As we have here a very interesting thing. We're not only going to be watching the drivers who are going to be battling out for the win, but we're also going to be watching a battle for the points lead. Jake Rogers, defending Truck Series champ and current points leader, comes in with only a mere 3 to 4 points. I'm trying to remember. I think it was only 3 points over Joseph Bryant, who is the leader in the rookie standings and second in the standings. Those two are going to be battling out for the points lead, but a lot of these drivers here are going to be looking for the win. So let's get these cars rolling off as we're going to show you the starting lineup for today's race with Sean Galligan on the pole. He's looking for his second Truck Series victory this season. Alongside of him, that's going to be Daniel Schwab. That's Jessica Miller and Dylan Schwallenberg. They will complete the first 2 rows. The cars roll off. We'll give you the starting lineup, and then we'll put them under the green, under the lights, here at Lowe's Motor Speedway for 20 laps of action-packed racing. That are inside the top 5 and standings in the Division 1 race run into problems not at the beginning, not in the middle, but at the end of the race. Will that be the same case for either Jake Rogers or Joseph Bryant? You have no idea. These drivers, they're going to be racing for it all here as their sights are set on the chase now. Green flag is out. Sean Galligan's going to get us underway, and boy, he didn't get a good start there. Daniel Schwab was ahead of him at the start-finish line, and here they go 3 wide. Jessica Miller is going to go down to the inside and try and take the lead 3 wide here off of turn 2. And yeah, Galligan's going to lose some spots now as he's going to get caught into the middle groove there. He might have spun the tires, or I don't know what. He may have missed a gear, but Galligan, that was not a good thing for Galligan at all. But the leader is going to be Jessica Miller, not for long. Here comes Corey Williams. Williams is going to take the lead. Corey Williams, of course, ended up winning at Pocono, or no, it was at Atlanta. Corey Williams won at Atlanta. And he's got the driver behind him who's coming in with a wave of momentum, Dylan Young, who won the Oreo Truck Series All-Star race. So he is coming up on the back bumper here. Both these drivers, they've been to victory lane this season. Corey Williams did it at Atlanta. Dylan Young did it at Talladega. I'm talking about points races. And the caution's out. Caution is waving for the first time today, which basically is to be expected. These drivers race real hard at the beginning, and then they kind of decide, okay, maybe we better settle down. So Corey Williams leads under the caution. And here they are all backed up here. Whoa, there's Joseph Bryant in the mix. He's got some damage. Oh, Sean Galligan, we saw him caught on the inside, or the outside line there. He got a piece of it. Bill Doberpool, James McLeod, Tim Feigl, Nick Bergen. I see Connor Germain, Brendan Patterson involved. And I thought, yeah, Dylan Schwallenberg. I thought I saw his car there. Mackenzie Hopkins, she's involved. Adam Rose has got some damage. Jennifer Miller Jessica Miller has got a piece of it. And trying to look back through here. Oh, Robert Bann, our Season 1 champ. He's involved. Matthew Rodriguez has also got some front-end damage to his Kissable's Chevrolet. And so the caution flag is out. The leader under the caution is going to be none other than Corey Williams in the number 80 car. Let's see what happened. Oh, they were 3 wide, 2 rows back here. Harvey, McCrory, then Miller, and then Rogers, Schwallenberg, and Galligan. The start of that wreck actually was our points leader. He knocked Dylan Schwallenberg into pole sitter Sean Galligan and Jessica Miller. And there you see Matthew Rodriguez, Robert Bann, Connor Germain. Cody Amos may have gotten a piece of it as well. Brandon Gonzalez, Mike Dawson, Joseph Bryant, second in the standings. I'm not sure. Don't know this. I can't prove this, but I'm wondering, as you see Brendan Patterson, Tim Feigl, James McLeod, Bill Doberpool involved as well, if Rogers may have done that on purpose to cause a roadblock for Joseph Bryant to have to get through. If so, that's not really good sportsmanship. We're going to take another angle at this, but Jake Rogers, he may get put in for a penalty here due to that. But let's just take a look here and see if Rogers did come up and try and start that wreck. But if so, there could be a penalty handed out. Well, certainly the last thing the NNSCRA wants to do is have to penalize the points leader of all people. Let's watch here, see if this was just a racing incident. At this point, Rogers is... Oh, nope. Rogers slid up the racetrack, but Dylan Schwallenberg came back down and bounced off of Jake Rogers. So Rogers did not cause that wreck. It was Dylan Schwallenberg who wiggled through the front straightaway. He then came down and bounced again off of the 91. So Jake Rogers has been cleared of any blame. And that's a big relief for him because he could have very easily been wrongly penalized for causing that wreck. And he being the points leader, that would have really hurt him in the standings. So Jake Rogers, thanks to our camera angles, he gets off the hook of being responsible for that wreck. So get ready to go back to green flag racing on lap 7 of 20. Drivers out after all that are pole sitter Sean Galligan. He's retired in 36th. Connor Germain, Dylan Schwallenberg, Robert Bann, Mackenzie Hopkins, and Mike Dawson. They all retire from the race. Everybody else makes their pairs to their race trucks and have returned to the track. All on the lead lap. 35 cars on the lead lap to be exact. Here's the way they line up as they get ready to go back to green. Corey Williams leads. Dylan Young is second. Michael Harvey is third. Fourth is Anthony McCurry. And fifth is Jake Rogers. 6th is Sasha Dawson, 7th is Jacob Rodriguez, Richard Johnson 8th, 9th is Daniel Schwab, and Savannah Turner is 10th. Jake Baskinger, he's 11th, 12th is Aaron Reed, 13th Caleb Barnes, 14th is John Acosta, 15th is Tim Walsh. 16th is Zach Buchanan, 17th Yokohama Kato, Jake Croven is 18th, 19th is Jacob Boyer, and 20th is Danny Wells. Now, Joseph Bryant, who was caught up in that wreck, he's trying to run down Jake Rogers for the points lead, but right now he's back mired in the 26th position with a damaged truck, I might add. So he's going to really have to hope that Jake Rogers runs into problems or something, because I don't think that under the green flag he can race door to door with the 91 in the condition that his truck is in. Corey Williams, Dylan Young, they're looking for their second win of the season. Michael Harvey, who holds the record for most Truck Series victories in a single season, that's 3 in Season 1. He's looking for his first of Season 3, and then you got Anthony McCurry, who's been to victory lane this season as well. He won at Bullitt Superspeedway. As they go door to door, do Dylan Young and Corey Williams off Turn 2. Young will get the top spot. Heading down here into Turn 3, as we know that inside line has a lot more speed than the outside line. Anthony McCurry lined up there, and Jake Rogers right now, I'll tell you what, I'm certain he's been told that the 89 was involved in that wreck, and so he's going to be up here at the front as much as possible, even if he doesn't get the win. Expect to see him finish inside the top 5, as he's going to really be racing the wheels off that thing, so he can head into the chase with nobody challenging him for the points lead. Anthony McCurry, he challenged for the lead and got it. He is the new leader here at Lowe's. Jacob Rodriguez coming up the inside. Jacob Rodriguez, that's a driver that's really hit some hard luck here in the Oreo Truck Series. He was up inside the top 10 at one point in the standings, and now he's mired down almost into the 20th position, if I remember correctly. And right now, he's trying to get back on track. He goes to the inside, and he will take the top spot. If my memory serves me correctly, I believe that truck was in the chase for the Oreo Truck Series Championship back in Season 1, and if I am remembering correctly, I may not be, but I think Angel D'Souza drove that truck then and got it into the chase for the Oreo Truck Series Championship in Season 1, so maybe a little karma will rub off on Jacob Rodriguez. Don't know for certain, as here comes Daniel Schwab, and then here comes Jake Baskinger and Savannah Turner and Zach Buchanan. We got some rookies up here in the forms of Baskinger, Turner, Buchanan. How about Yokohama Kato there, and Jake Croven, who came off picking up a victory in the Oreo Open, one of the Oreo Opens, and that got him into the All-Star race. He didn't exactly have the showing he was looking for, but it got him into the All-Star race nonetheless, as Jacob Rodriguez continues to lead the way. We're watching the battle for second, as now it's going to be between Zach Buchanan and Savannah Turner. Buchanan will take it. He actually now gets a run on Rodriguez, and he'll take the top spot off of Turn 2. Yokohama Kato, though, he's not going to stand for that. Here comes the 81 to the inside. Kato will take the top spot. Here comes Jake Croven. He's there. Jacob Boyer is there. Danny Wells is there. We got a lot of rookies up at the front here wanting to get into the chase via most wins in this series. As here comes the 18. That's Jake Croven. He'll take the top spot. He's got Jacob Boyer behind him into second. Danny Wells into third. Don't count Dylan Young out. He's back there again on that inside line and trying to get back up to the front. Here comes Caleb Barnes behind him. Michael Harvey, and also coming back to the front, Anthony McCurry and points leader Jake Rogers. While these guys race amongst themselves and put lap 13 up on the board, let's see where Joseph Bryant, second in the standings, is running. He is 33rd and slowing. He actually is battling with Matthew Rodriguez for that 33rd position. So Joseph Bryant, we can safely assume, will not leave as the points leader, because Jake Rogers is up to speed and up inside the top 10 as we speak. So what we thought was going to be an exciting battle for the points lead is actually turned into just watching the battle for the win here in the Ritz 200 version 2 because of Joseph Bryant getting caught up in that first wreck, which has actually been the only wreck we've had, and watch me jinx it now. We're going to end up having another wreck here or something. Now remember, this is basically the same as the Division 1 race. The lap they can go to before this race ends under the caution flag is lap 16. If the caution came out after lap 16, the race would end under the caution flag. If it did not come out, if it came out before lap 16, we would then get to go back to green flag racing for, I think, a one-lap shootout. But they're about to come around here, about half a lap away from coming around and putting lap 16 on the board. Michael Harvey now leads. John Acosta second. Tim Walsh into third. Boy, it's nice to see the 39 up here. If anybody needs a good run, it's Tim Walsh. He has just really been having a hard time in that 39 car, but he's now going to lose the lead to Aaron Reed. Or not the lead, but lose third. John Acosta is going to take the top spot. And this will be good experience for John Acosta, who's got to, as I mentioned in the Division 1 race, take over the 80 car for 5 races for Ryan Acosta. And I think the caution's out. I think the caution, yes it is, and I think Aaron Reed just got Zach Buchanan at the line. I think. I don't know for certain, but I think the race is going to end right now. Is the truck out? Where's the pace truck? Is it coming out this time? There it is. There's the pace truck. And so this race ends, and I do believe that by the scoring monitor, Aaron Reed got Zach Buchanan at the stripe, and that is indeed the case. It looks like Aaron Reed is going to win the race. In the 78 car, Aaron Reed will be the winner of the Ritz 200 version 2. Bill Doberpool, Danny Wells, James McLeod, Brandon Gonzalez, Jake Baskinger, and Jessica Miller. I think those are the cars that put us under the caution flag, which will be for the final time today. As Aaron Reed, I believe, has won this race under the caution flag. Let's see what put us under the caution for the second and final time today. Well, this final incident, it involves our points leader, Jake Rogers. Watch right here. Jake Baskinger gets clipped by Jacob Boyer, sends him up the racetrack. Rogers gets spun around. Jake Croven's involved as he's blocked up behind the Planter's Dodge. And is Rogers able to keep going? Oh, no, he gets turned around here by Croven. Now, Joseph Bryant was way back behind this. Oh, look out. But I think the race ended under caution, so Rogers slid across the start-finish line in the 19th position. As you see Brady Gonzalez and Bill Doberpool, they ran into Baskinger. That was hard licks for both of them. Now, while this was going on, up ahead here, let's rewind this just a little bit. Here you see Corey Williams, Danny Wells, Caleb Barnes, and Anthony McCurry all get together up in turn 1. This was after the caution had flown, so my belief is that if they continued on, didn't come down pit road, they were going to be able to finish in the positions they just were in when they crossed the start-finish line. They still would have damaged trucks, but it really doesn't matter. They still would come away with top 15 finishes. But nonetheless, it looks like the leader in the points will still be Jake Rogers because he slid across the start-finish line in the 19th position. And the winner of this race is going to be Aaron Reed. Let's go back for the checkers. Well, it's rather interesting how drivers can take just the slightest bit of momentum and turn it to their favor. About a week ago, Aaron Reed ended up winning one of the 2 shootout races in Snickers Cup Series to clinch himself a spot in the Season 3 Snickers Cup Series All-Star race. And here tonight, he uses that wave of momentum to get his number 78 team a victory in the Oreo Truck Series. Aaron Reed will cross the start-finish line, the checkered flag waves, and Aaron Reed has won his first Oreo Truck Series race, the Ritz 200 version 2. What a great win for him. Zach Buchanan in second, Sasha Dawson, good run in third, John Acosta in fourth, and Dylan Young, our all-star race winner in the trucks, will finish in fifth. Well, certainly a great day for Aaron Reed. He and Sean Henley, they win the 2 Truck Series races here at Lowe's, but we still got the Mobile and the Snickers Cup cars to come. 5 more divisions getting ready to take here to Lowe's before we head next week to Chicagoland, then on to Daytona. What's going to happen to those? Have no idea, but we still got to finish off Lowe's. Thanks for watching. If you were in the Division 1 race, and in this race, the standings are coming up along with the finishing order. Hope to see you next week. Jake Rogers continues to lead in the points heading into next week's race at Chicagoland.